Today, with a map set presented by Toyota, Busanas will be kick things off. Now, I'm excited personally about Horizon Rialto on the how he joins his team once Paris tried to chase him. The Graviton's available for soon. He lets it go pretty much straight away. No pop or circumstances about it. He just came back. Self-destruct in from Finzi. Doesn't find anything either. Both teams still at 6 players strong. That's a big shadow though from Sato. Hip Quick is going to come in and then lay a support ultimate. Hip uses Transcendence and Cruz also the sound barrier. This could be disastrous now for the Eternal as the Fusion snap back. And Paris have no support ultimates left, but it's a trade. Carpe's down to Hip. Benbest has fallen though, and without their Reinhardt, things are going to get a little bit dicey now for the Eternal. The Fusion's starting to kick it up a gear, and they chase the Eternal out. Now, Finzi's ability to negate the Graviton surge. Soon pops his one first. Carpe seems to be waiting on his grab. No, he lets it go later on. Both teams in for the Transcendence, but Carpe and Neptuno down early. The self-destruct. There was nothing to back it up from Poco. And so the Diva ultimate is cast into the void. And a huge grab, but soon will potentially charge his up as well if he's in any kind of high energy. Carpe's going to push forward now and try and go for it early on. Transcendence being popped by Boombox here.
Shatter by Benbest.
And there it is, Graviton surge from the Eternal. That Transcendence is going to time out, but it's not going to make a difference. Super 2! Self-destruct in over the top here, but the Eternal looking pretty comfortable. They get to the high ground. And they will maintain control at this point. Poco doesn't even get damage to get his suit back. So that really takes a lot of time off the clock, and now 90% comes up for Paris, so they start off the fight here with a sound barrier. The Earth Shatter from Sato, not what he was looking for. I think it's safe to say that. And Boomboxes gets absolutely lasered down. Now Soon's getting aggressive. He has the Graviton Surge as well. And the Fusion get absolutely crushed. Map number 1 will go over to the Paris Eternal in a match they don't necessarily need to win. Philly are the ones
heavily
lost pretty heavily, so look, take that with a pinch of salt, but they definitely need one. Really just play close to the wall on the left. It will be harder for Shadowburn to get damage. That could have been a big Earth Shatter there. I had high hopes for Sato, but it doesn't quite work out. Graviton Surge used by Philly, and that's the Transcendence in response. No set up there. Poco 70% towards his self-destruct. He's not quite there yet. Now it's going to be the Eternal's turn to try and use their grab. Doesn't work out. Benbest is stunned. The Graviton times out just as Benbest goes for the charge, and he gets taken down.
Big
3,
shatter.
4 on the shatter. That's massive. Perfect stuff from Benbest. He gets it around Sato, and that'll clean up the fight pretty quick. Now the Fusion want to chase this one up. Like, understandably, they have an advantage. Oh, Sato gets stunned up. Big Earth Shatter from Benbest, but Boombox is there with the Transcendence. Sato tries to go for one back, but doesn't get it. Benbest has his shield held high.
Grabs online.
EQO's caught out of position. He needs to get behind Sato's shield right now, and there's the grab. EQO hanging on tenterhooks. He's down. Self-destruct running for Poker, but Benbest just shields that one off, and the Eternal are going to be able to fight their way back into this one. Only just.
You know what I mean? Carpe's split off.
He's split. He doesn't want to be here at all. The Fusion probably just need to slow down.
Back.
Yeah, they're going to. Carpe held his bubble for a long time. Oh! Saving play, but Carpe works out. Cruz just gets squished up against the bus, but the only thing he's taking a tour of is his own spawn. Now the Fusion going to push forward even further. Oh, it's Benbest caught out, and everything crumbles for the Eternal.
That's exactly how Philly planned that.
To have to fight so hard to even get that very basic advancement. But looking to the next milestone now, and that is right here. Self-destruct on the top, the sound barrier helping the Eternal here, and Finzi sends it back up. It's gonna hurt! It does! That's 2 kills, and Eternal will take the fight. Strut from Poco. This is more to prevent any chase on the Eternal, and gets Finzi after being demexed. Oh, the Diva wins the day for Poco. Now Transcendence from both sides. The Eternal are running a little bit low on numbers right now, but that's going to help them stall out quite sufficiently. Cruz gets caught, he gets grabbed. They just wanted to get rid of the young Brit. And Benbest is going to be right behind him now. Sound barrier coming out from the Philadelphia Fusion, and they mean business. They're here to finish the job. And now with just Finzi left on the payload, nice big shatter on him. That's going to be about it, Matt. Nothing the Eternal can do. And we have an even series now at 1 apiece. And that man on your screen, all smiles, of course.
Yeah, Sato was huge in that match.
And look, if you want our honest opinion on the comparison between those two, it's probably hard.
Rage still, if Sato would have held that primal rage, used it towards the end, you would have had an option. It'll be the grab that kicks things off here for Paris.
Transcendence straight away, knocked down towards Poco from that Earth Shatter. Sato was actually not from the high ground, and he might not have a jump pack cooldown for a little bit here. Finzi throws in the bomb. No one's caught out by that one, but EQO was trying to get away on the left side here. Philly are a little bit split, but they managed to corral the Eternal onto the stairs.
Philly does a tremendous job here, Mitch, just spreading out and kiting all of this. Like, Paris is just trying to run and chase them down, and they never give them a static target to go after. Really nicely played there from Philly. The only way they win that is with their positioning, and they're able to do it.
So that's all. Boombox needs to be a little bit careful here. Yeah, he's probably okay, but Nico, again, Bree does damage, less than she used to. Shield Bash only does 5 damage on 50, so that was nasty back in the day. Can they catch Nico? Oh, that hurts! The Eternal down to 5 players now, and Infusion are going to go looking for more. And with only 22 seconds left on the clock, the Eternal may not even be split. Sato was expecting the rest of the Eternal to chase out there after Nico to protect him, so he gets the Shadow. Well, Ben Best will never get a chance to Shadow at this rate. His gets interrupted. Doesn't get that one off at all. Now the Graviton Surge transcendence from both sides. Poco is wondering where to put the bomb. Very methodical in his placement for those Diva self-destructs. Doesn't opt to use it quite yet. The sound barrier is probably going to be enough at this rate for the Philadelphia Fusion to finish this fight, and it looks good. Finzi has to get out. Hip is just sitting in the back, hoping no one notices him, but he's a floating Omnic. Pretty hard to miss. Self-destruct on the point, and that will get it done. Didn't take a whole lot. The Fusion set themselves up for success after a... I mean, obviously, the Eternal at this stage are only sort of playing for that sort of... Didn't notice. There's a grab here for Shadowburn. That might end it all here, especially with Poco being desuited. Shadowburn now being chased down. Poco was looking for him, but Sato actually found him with the Fire Strike. A Transcendence from Boobox is really going to keep the Fusion going here, and Bedmaster's pointing to a little corner. He's not going to get out. Sato chases him down. Poco's traded out. A late shadow from Sato. He's gotten 2 in this fight, and this time it hits true. Finzi and Nico, the last 2 standing, and there's nothing Nico can do but try and stall things out for the Fusion. But they just went for the rally. They can back off with a speed boost, and here is the Graviton Surge. Self-destruct, is there a setup? Ben Best, no, he wasn't knocked down, so that bomb doesn't really connect, but Cruz is still felled on the side of the Eternal.
Yeah, and what happens there is Philadelphia uses the rally, and then the sound barrier is used by Paris, and Philly doesn't rush in right away. They wait it out. Now they have their own sound barrier to push on through.
Eternal just stuffed back inside their spawn, trying to put him on a house arrest. Nico has to rush in with a shield bash to just cover the distance to get there. And he should be left upon now. The Brigitta is down. Finzi also removed, and Cruz.
Okay with this, because if you're Philly, this is kind of the same thing.
All
Pogo can sit up on that high ground, still go on these flights.
They just want high ground.
Yeah, I mean, they can just drop right down.
I mean, Philadelphia Fusion had the luxury of just looking at the Eternal and, you know, getting in between them, picking them apart, driving a wedge in between their tanks and the rest of them. That's a very nice Graviton Surge on the high ground, and with a self-destruct maybe a little bit superfluous.
Shadowburn, like almost like in a panic, has to use the grab that gets eaten up there by Poco. Primal Rage now on the bridge. This is what they were worried about.
Yep, but again, it just creates a zone. It essentially Primal Rage here. It increases the size of Philadelphia. Really? Well, fair enough. Now the Eternal, in lieu of a main tank for the Philadelphia Fusion, going to try and go aggressive, and Philly have to fight this.
Can't lose.
5v6.
Come on.
Hips down already. Cruz is missing. Oh, they're going to beat Sato right now.
To be fair, if Philadelphia had a ton of ultimates going in and Paris is none.
Still, Matt, the
Yeah,
numbers don't lie, dog.
But what are you supposed to do, though? They got 3 support ults. Like, there's nothing really you could do there. Sato comes back as Reinhardt.
All right, well, I bet you Hayes is going to have a word with him after that one, but it just doesn't matter. Well, the Eternal, they're done for the stage now, and they're unable to unseat the Fusion, who will make it into the playoffs. Don't worry, Cruz.